Let's see. So besides Pokemon, I was also into. Well, this is an interesting one because the next monster raising game that I played was actually Dragon Warrior Monsters for the Game Boy Color, and I only got it because I saw on the cover. I was like, "Hey, this looks kind of like Pokemon." So I tried it out, and I really liked it. I said, "Oh, this is a really fun game." And it is a lot like Pokemon, but it actually has breeding. So that was always a cool thing to me, well, until it came to the second generation of Pokemon. But yeah, Dragon Warrior Monsters for the Game Boy Color is great. Although since I was little, I saw Dragon Warrior 1 and 2 for Game Boy, and I was like, oh, there are more Dragon Warrior games? I should play those. And I was really disappointed when you couldn't recruit monsters in those games, because I didn't know Dragon Warrior Monsters was a spin-off. And then there was the 2-version sequel, Kobe's Journey and Terra's Adventure. I didn't get to play those, but I always saw them and I always wanted to. And actually, all 3 of those games got remakes on 3DS in Japan. That I think the first one has a fan translation, but the other 2 don't. And I have no idea. I don't think they're going to release those here. I wish they would though, because that would be nice to have an updated version of that game, because it's very slow. Anyway, we do have the Dragon Quest Monsters Joker, well, 2 out of the 3, that series for the Nintendo DS, so at least we have something. I was also into a lot of Digimon. I really started watching Digimon at the second half of the first season, so that's when it actually starts getting into the story and a little less formulaic. So then I got the first Digimon World game for PlayStation 1, and I had absolutely no clue what I was doing. So I had never made any progress in the game whatsoever. But I still enjoyed it for whatever reason. And then I got the spin-offs, the Digimon Rumble Arena 1 and 2. They're just fighting games with Digimon from the anime series that I thought were cool. And then I didn't get another Digimon game actually until Digimon World Dawn and Dusk. And I actually have an article about how Digimon World and Digimon Story, when they were coming to America, their titles were changed, flipped around. So you can check that out. I'll put the link in the description. And then from there on out, Cyber Sleuth came out a bit later, and I was super happy to finally get another Digimon game again, and I had a lot of fun with that. And yeah, I played Hacker's Memory too, although that wasn't as great. But now there's a Digimon Story game coming exclusively for PlayStation 4 that won't be on PlayStation Vita. That's all we know. All we know about it is that it's currently in development, and I'm excited to see what that turns out like. So besides all the things I just mentioned, I was also into, as a kid, one more monster raising game, and that was Monster Rancher, which you don't get any of those anymore at all. So Monster Rancher, how I started with that was, there was the show on Fox Kids, and I watched a little of that, and then I had Monster Rancher 2 on the PlayStation 1, which I had a lot of fun with, just taking my dad's CDs and seeing what monsters they unlocked. And then Monster Rancher 3, I actually made more progress, and I was older, so I understood how games worked by that time. And you could actually use DVDs, because that was for the PlayStation 2. So I had a lot of fun with that. I played that with the same childhood friend that I played Ruby and Sapphire with. We'd actually play it together. We'd have 2 separate files on different memory cards, and then we were able to battle each other just using one system. That was a really fun time. I also played the Monster Rancher Game Boy Advance games later on that weren't quite as good, but they were still more Monster Rancher, and they used a password system instead of Game Boy can't read CDs. I do wish Koei Tecmo would bring Monster Rancher back for one last hurrah before discs stop being made. I don't know. I did write about that in my blog. You can check that out. I'll put that link in the description too. So more recently, I've been into things like, Yokai Watch. I was really happy that that came to North America, even though it's not that popular here, and it doesn't get that great of critical reception, pretty average. In my opinion, the gameplay seems a little outdated, but I still enjoy them. Yokai Watch 3, I think we'll get to see that in North America at some point soon, especially if Nintendo's supporting the 3DS through 2019. And then we're gonna get Yokai Watch 4 for Switch. I don't know if that'll be localized. Besides those, there's also a lot of other good monster raising JRPGs. There's World of Final Fantasy for Final Fantasy fans. There's actually 2 different dinosaur ones. There's Dinosaur King, which is Sega's dinosaur spin-off of their beetle fighting game Mushi King, which was actually, there was like a parody of it featured in the Yakuza series. And then there's, and Dinosaur King only has 1 game. Another series called Fossil Fighters, which has 3 games, also on the DS, which is a bit more cartoony and I think plays a bit better. It's by Red Entertainment, who actually made some monster raising RPGs years ago called Robopon, which the first one was a kind of a straight up rip-off of Pokemon, and then the sequel kind of made it its own thing. And there's something called Moko Moko Friends, which is like dungeon crawling and magical girls with monster raising. And then there's Monster Hunter Stories, which I think is one of the best ones in recent memories, although not that many people here played it. I'm hoping it gets a Switch port because it was ported to smartphones in Japan. So I'm hoping it gets either an enhanced Switch port or a sequel that will make its way here. Also, you should read the IGN review by Casey DeFreitas because she does a really good job of explaining why it's such a good game. There are also some indie monster raising games coming up, and I'll do another video about that. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed my first live video. I'll probably make more of these. I would love some feedback, for sure. This is my first thing like this, so please go easy on me. I mean, you can criticize all you want, but just make sure it's constructive. And yeah, that's all. Thanks for watching.